Hello and welcome. My name is Josh Clark, and today we're going to talk about how to follow up with your customers after the sale. Now, for the sake of this training, we're going to refer to everyone as customers. Now, the first thing that we must understand is that the first year in your new customer's life is the most critical period of time if you want to build a solid, strong, residual business. Now, you might be saying, well, Josh, if our products are so unique and superior, why is follow-up so important, especially if my customer is on auto ship? Great question. Well, first of all, you need to understand that most of the time, that new customer bought from you, not because they understood all the science behind the products, but in part because they just liked you as a person and trusted you. So your job is to follow up, continue to build that relationship, show your appreciation for their business, and continue to educate them on the value and the uniqueness of your products. Because you need to remember that your customer is constantly being bombarded with messages, whether it's from friends, family, infomercials, walking through a store, or driving home and seeing that billboard or that storefront. And so you need to remind them why they're doing business with you. And then the other thing that I want to encourage you is that following up is critical for getting referrals. In fact, getting referrals can explode your business. And referrals generally aren't going to happen unless you build that relationship and you take time to ask for those referrals. Okay, now before we get started on the follow-up, the other thing that you should remember is make sure you're always positive and enthusiastic. In other words, you want to be cheerful when you're following up. Now, I know that it can start to feel mundane, but it's important. That's why I like to stand up, walk around while I'm placing those phone calls so I'm staying energetic, whether it's I'm speaking with them or leaving a voicemail. Okay, now let's get started. The first follow-up should take place 3 to 5 days after the first order was placed. Now, at that point, it's important just to follow up to make sure they receive their order and ask them if they have any questions. And then the second follow-up is going to take place a week to 2 weeks after they started on the products. And now, the great thing about these two follow-ups is that you're not asking for another sale. It's not time for the reorder. You're simply offering value, showing your appreciation, and building that relationship. And so the second follow-up, you're just simply going to say, hey, just wanted to make sure everything's going well and see if you had any questions. Now, one thing that you don't want to do at this point is set expectations high by saying, hey, just wanted to follow up and make sure you're feeling awesome and are you noticing results? Why do that? Because everybody's different, as you know, and it may be a week later, it may be 2 weeks, it may be a month, and in fact, it takes 90, to 180 days down the road before a lot of the benefits start to kick in. So, and again, many people may be taking it just like me. I did at the age of 14 because I wanted to help prevent a future health crisis because my parents told me to, right? But again, my point is many of the benefits come down the road, so don't set the expectations too high at the start. Okay, and then after that, the third follow-up is going to take place 25 days to a month later. Now, if they're not on auto ship, you should call them 25 days later so they don't miss a day on the products. And you can say, hey, just wanted to follow up and see if you need any help in placing your next order. I'm sure that like me, you don't want to be without these products. And then if they're on auto ship, you'll place that call 30 days later just to make sure the order showed up. And again, let them know you appreciate their business. Okay, after that, it's a good idea to follow up twice a month. Now, you could alternate that by phone calls and texts, but some of those follow-ups you want to be phone calls because there's several things that you want to accomplish in those ongoing follow-ups. One is you want to offer value to your customer. And how can you offer value? By inviting them to listen to upcoming product conference calls is a great way to do that. Not only do you offer value, but you also have an opportunity to introduce them to other products. So you're increasing the sales to that customer. Because after all, don't you and I take lots of products? It takes time, though, to introduce them to them. So a conference call is a great way to do that. You can also begin to ask for referrals by saying, hey, by the way, feel free to invite your friends and family and loved ones to listen to the upcoming product conference call. Okay, so now you offered value, and you increase your chances of getting referrals. Now, the next thing that you want to do is ask them about the 3 for Free program, or tell them about it and say, hey, I'd love to help you get your 3 for free by scheduling a shake party at your home. And you might tell them about a shake party that you just got back from, or tell them a story of another customer who had a shake party and is now getting their products for free. Plus, they help their friends and family, and they helped you to carry out your mission to end the trend of chronic disease. So it's a win-win for everyone. The other thing that you want to do is drip on them. And, there might be a better way of saying that, but constantly tell them stories periodically about club members who upgraded to Club Promoter and are now enjoying the rewards of building a Neolife business. Okay, and then the other thing that you want to do is ask them if they heard about new products, or share with them stories about other products that might help them and their family. Okay, now, so all of that you want to accomplish in those twice-a-month follow-ups. Now, the other thing you want to do, and this is the 5th thing, is befriend them on social media, which is another way to build relationships with them. 6 is start an email list of your customers, and you'll want to send them periodic health articles. You'll want to send them a digital link to our Neolife Style magazine, which has great health and nutrition articles, as well as stories in there about customers who then became business builders. And again, another great way to just introduce them, because you never know which customer is going to end up building a huge business without dripping on them periodically, letting them know about the business. And then the last thing is send an occasional handwritten note thanking them for being a customer. That stands out in a big way, especially in the new digital age, where most of us don't receive very many handwritten notes anymore. All right, now the most important thing is not to have this knowledge, but to actually apply it. If you do that, I'm telling you, your business is going to explode, and I can't wait to celebrate your success. All right, take care. God bless.